Hello, D1,
You
the
alright,
man
mate?
himself. You good?
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I appreciate you coming to do this.
No, of course. Something I
Alright.
wanted to do.
Yeah, well, when you're famous, you can say this is your first interview.
Be nice,
So,
wouldn't it?
you're competing, right, in
That is the goal.
bodybuilding, May 2024.
That's when it's set, yeah.
So, what are you in, like an age category? How do they do it?
So you do sub junior, so that's under 19.
Alright,
And
cool.
so I could be competing right now, but so there's two options to do it. So basically the option was either compete at 16, compete at 17, compete at 18, but then sort of vary through weight classes. Or what I could do is what I'm doing right now. So the aim is to go into that first competition at 18, fully bulked, sort of fully stage lean. So we've gone through one full prep cycle rather than a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense because you've got more time to prepare. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, we're still kind of growing. I mean, I'm not. You're pretty huge, but you know, you need a bit of time. All right.
Well, no, obviously, yeah. It's
Okay.
either favourite experience or size, and I
Yeah.
sort of went with the size.
Is it the like what is it? Is it like whole country, like or whole of the UK, or is it like southeast or what?
England bodybuilding. It's up in Swindon.
Swindon. All right, cool. What do your parents think about this?
Oh, they're not the biggest fans, I'll be honest, but
Yeah, same.
yeah, they're sort of it's all worrying that I'll be slamming gears soon.
Is that
So,
a valid worry?
well,
Any
it could
chance?
be. It could be.
Okay.
I want to compete tested currently, but
Where do you see this going? Like in the future, is it? Do you
I
want?
don't know. Honestly, it's one of them things that it's quite difficult to say where you want it to go, isn't it? You sort of
Yeah.
you get into it. If you're good, you take it somewhere. If you can't, then
But if you're good, you'd want to keep it going. This isn't just like
definitely, yeah.
Fair enough. Because I think I'm gonna do a show, but I think I'll probably just do one, to be honest, and then just for the experience. I'm not.
no, it's one of them things you can say you've done it. Like
Yeah. I think it'd be kind of scary, but I think that's kind of like part of the reason I want to do it. If that makes any sense. It's like
I get that.
a lot of the stuff like I think people remember in their life like it's the hard stuff, like the stuff where they were like kind of scared.
Well, that's the thing is to go into a show, you have to be ready. Like it's one of them things that it takes a lot of your time. Like
Oh yeah, I'd say I heard someone say like they think it's probably like the hardest competitive sport because like mentally.
mentally, it's the
What do you
hardest.
think about that?
I think
Because
I think with calling it sport is a little bit.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Because to an extent it is sport, but at the same time, a bit like
Well, I think if chess is being a sport and like
no.
I don't know, like CS:GO, then I think bodybuilding deserves a sport. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because if you think about it, technically the bodybuilding bit is the bit on the stage, and then the training, that's the sport bit.
That's the bit that counts, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't get applauded for your training, do you?
Once you're on the stage, I mean, it's a bit late, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. How do you like plan on approaching this? Do you have a plan? Like,
yeah,
you're gonna bulk and then.
So the aim is right now that I want to be bulking till about November next year.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's just over a year.
That makes sense.
And so that gives me time to put on reasonable size. And so sort of depending on how this bulk goes will depend on the weight category I want to compete in.
Mm-hmm.
So you either compete sub 79 or sub 85.
Okay. So
But bear in
6
mind,
kilos apart.
But the problem is that's stage lean.
Right. Okay.
So if you think about how much you've got to drop between being peak bulk and stage lean, it's quite a lot. You're sort of looking to drop 7-8 kilos really.
Yeah. Okay. So then once you bulk to next November, you'd then be cutting.
So then it's a cut
Until
from November.
May.
It's about a 6-month cut, yeah.
Right. Is that? I feel like that's fairly long. I don't know.
To an extent.
Am I wrong there? I mean, pretty much the only bodybuilder who I've actually seen do prep is like Chris Bumstead. So I honestly don't know.
It depends on how sort of vigorous you want to cut. Because say sort of the peak cutting range is between about 6 and 4 months.
Okay.
So let's say you've got 4 months, you have to be in a bigger deficit.
Yeah,
than if you was
definitely.
cut for 6. And then so the problem then is if you're in a
Drop
bigger
more
deficit,
muscle.
it can really inhibit your training.
Oh right, okay. I also heard
Think
like
about
if you cut slower, you like keep more muscle. Is that right?
mm,
It's kind of hard to say, right? Yeah.
it's one of them things. Let's say because it's going to depend how much you put on.
Yeah.
Let's say you cut and you lose all of that, but then you're going to feel like shit the whole day. And then you're training to that. When that training starts slacking because you've not sort of got the energy,
Then the
that's when you're
muscle's
going
gonna
to muscle. Yeah.
deteriorate. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I heard like this is kind of off topic, but people who are fasting, like when they fast, if you just sit around and fast, don't eat anything, your muscles like waste away. But if you like
Oh, definitely.
get
Yeah.
up and like walk and use them, like you keep way more muscle because you're kind of almost telling the muscles like we still need
You're
this
forcing it,
muscle.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to sort of allow growth of it. You can allow it to stay sort of at one level.
It knows like, yeah, you better not go away. We need you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. How's your split looking right now?
So I've just come to the end of my first block,
Okay.
and I did a 6-week block. So that block was 3 days on, a day off, 2 days on, a day off.
Okay, so 5 days a week.
Yeah, so 5 days a week of training. So it was pull first day.
Yeah.
That was up back focused. Then we had a chest focused push day
Yeah.
into a quad focused leg day.
Mhm.
But then the reason we done it pull push legs rather than push pull legs, which is standard, is I performed a stiff leg deadlift on that first Monday.
Stiff leg deadlift off a pull.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was sort of primarily for my posterior chain. So then I had allowed the recovery time between that and legs.
That's smart.
Just going to tax my hamstrings. And then so then the rest day on the Thursday.
Mhm.
And then on the Friday I went into sort of a chest and back. And then the Saturday was legs and arms.
More legs and arms.
Right. It's one of them things that I sort of was quite sceptical about, but I quite like the sort of mechanics of.
Yeah.
Because it allows you to go in, hit arms fresh, and you get like in terms of growth, I've seen really great arm growth across 6 weeks.
Good. So yeah, can you kind of like quickly explain like what a block is and like kind
So
of why
basically,
you
a
do
block
it?
is how you sit in training. You take a block; it's a period of time, and you get given. So it can be sort of. So I've completed 6 weeks. I'm having a week off, and then I got 12 weeks. And so a block is a training block split almost, and you keep a split for a set period of time. You track your lifts at the start, and you go all the way through that block, and you track at the end. So that block allows you to monitor your progressive overload over a period of time, and it allows you to specialise certain muscle groups you're looking to bring up.
No, nice. And also, doesn't the intensity get higher towards the end of the block?
You should keep intensity throughout. That's sort of for a powerlifting block. You will peak at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas bodybuilding, you're looking to take every single set to failure across a block.
Oh, okay.
So you can say that right at the start of the 6 weeks, I was, let's say, doing 34, whereas I'm now at 38.
All right, nice. Okay, and you said then you take a week off after that block. So is that like
So, it's, to an extent, it's a deload, but I'm still training.
You're still training.
But I'm training for like fun, basically. And
It's
so in the
fun.
first week, the first week I'm doing a block. It's called the base mark week.
Okay.
So it's almost a deload again, because you're off pre and you're not training at sort of RPE 10.
Okay.
So in that first week, you are basically just looking at where my strength is, what I can move, and then so that you're able to say safely when you get to the end of that period of time, my lifts have gone up by this much.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Yeah, I think that is one mistake a lot of people make when like they're starting out working out. It's like they don't track enough.
Oh, definitely.
Which is I've done that as well. It's just I think I probably wasted a bunch of time because it's just like yeah, you need to be like
serious tracking and serious intensity is what's going to grow you the most.
Okay. How's it changed over time, like your training? Because I knew, like, I don't know, like a few months ago, like 6 months ago, or maybe a year ago, weren't you doing 6 days a week?
I was on 6 days a week, yeah. So sort of over time, that I've now been training for 16 months. That's a long time. Right, so 16 months, and sort of for the first couple of months, I was just going in, doing a bit of what I wanted, going home, sort of not tracking, not sort of monitoring, just having a bit of a laugh training. So I saw no sort of real growth. And then after that period, I had a little bit where I started to do my research, and then I thought, right, I should train like this, I should train like that. And then that's when I got my first 6 day split. So I was on a push pull legs, rest, push pull legs, and then rest. And so it was actually 8 days, but
Sorry, what? 8 days? Oh,
It was
push
an
pull
eight.
legs rest. Oh, all right, yeah,
So
yeah. And then
it
push pull
didn't
legs
run. So
rest.
it didn't run. It didn't run like Monday to Sunday. It just ran across 8 days.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. And
And
then
then
yeah, go on.
then I just realised that I cannot train 3 days on. It just doesn't work for me. My CNS is just fried at the end of it. I'm just not capable of getting maximum output across them days.
Okay. And that.
And then
yeah.
So then after that, I was still sort of independent, and I just went, right, I'm going to try doing 3 days, 2 days, 3 days. And that was just, it was so horrendous to track. And 2 sort of rest days between it, I just could not cope.
Wait, sorry, can you say that again?
So I did a 3 days on,
3,
2 days off.
Uh-huh.
So it was a 5-day split.
Oh, and that was it. 3, 2, 3, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
And it did not work for me. And then that was when so that was what I was training, let's say up to early June, maybe.
How the hell does that even work? So what is it? Is it 3?
So I sort of trained, let's say I trained Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
Friday, Saturday off.
Yeah, what are you training though on those 3 days?
Oh, so I was training standard push-pull legs.
So push pull legs, then 2 days off, then push pull. Okay.
Yeah, that was my go-to, like sort of because I'd never really sort of known anything else.
Yeah, that sounds.
I just sort of went, right, I need to train my chest, I need to train my back, I need to train my legs.
Mm.
And then I sort of started speaking to my coach, and then that was when I sort of started to get serious about things. And I learned how to sort of train properly with a good split and actually good exercise selection. So what you notice is, say that you're tracking, but you're performing different lifts at different times. Let's say like, so you do a press and then you do a fly.
Mm-hmm.
But then next week you start with the fly, then the press.
Yeah.
Your press is going to be less strong because you've already inhibited force on the fly.
Exactly. Yeah.
It just
okay.
doesn't make sense.
You can't.
So you learn the importance of things like sequencing.
Okay. So you have a coach. When did you get a coach?
I got a coach in early June, I want to say.
Okay.
Maybe July.
So did you know him before? Was that one of the guys out of the gym, or was you?
No, he was someone that I sort of asked around a bit, sort of spoke to.
Yeah.
And just got into.
And then what? Like, so is he just like online, or do you?
No, so I go and see him every other week.
Okay.
And it's based up in Cheam, sort of just outside London.
Oh, right, nice.
And then I do a 2-hour session with him every other weekend. That covers training, posing, dieting, and then everything else is done online.
All right, nice. So yeah, you're obviously paying him for that. All right, cool. Wow, that's good because you sound like you're getting serious. Because I remember I was talking to you like, I don't know how many months ago. I guess you probably didn't tell me everything you did, but it was like, well, gym bros, I guess. Like, but you went, I always knew you like trained hard and stuff.
Yeah, no, but it's one of them things that you can say you train hard, or then you can say you train to the point where like you're biting your tongue off and.
Oh right, yeah. It's
that's my recent claim to injury. I bit part of my tongue off.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I mean that's a good sign, I guess.
It's a great.
I think a lot of people do like they don't push as hard. They think they're going hard. I think
that's one of the things that's my biggest pet peeve in the gym. Is people that come in and they do about 4 sets of 12. It's just.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm thinking of someone now we talked about before. I don't think I'm going to expose him, but yeah. Okay, yeah. I think it's good that people get that, and I think like having a training partner or like a coach can definitely help with that a lot.
Now, having a training partner is great. Like I train independently quite a lot, but then days when I train with my coach, I train with people.
Mm-hmm.
Your session's much more enjoyable.
Yeah, because you can like motivate each other.
Yeah, exactly. You have someone to push you.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Nice. All right. So, how's the supplements looking? Because I think last time I spoke to you, you were taking 5 supplements. I think.
And what would those 5 be? Because
I guess if you get protein powder, if that counts as a supplement, creatine,
yeah,
ashwagandha.
Yeah, still on that.
I don't know. I seem to remember 5, but I can't remember the other 2.
Right, so we'll go through supplements. I think this is the first thing I just want to clear up quickly, yeah, because there's been quite a lot on TikTok about this. Ashwagandha does not kill emotions.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
Oh, there was some big sort of thing on TikTok where everyone's like, "I'll take ashwagandha, it numbs your emotions, it makes you some like Patrick Bateman Sigma male." Like, I'm gonna be real, it doesn't. All it does is helps you sleep a bit better and sort of calms you down a little bit.
Because I heard a lot of the other claim. The main one I heard was, oh yeah, like this boosts your testosterone. But from all the studies and like videos I've watched, it's just like it does boost it apparently, but it's like such a minimal amount. Like,
yeah, but it's not like
it's the sleep.
Not really noticeable, is it?
It's the better sleep which boosts the testosterone, really.
Yeah. So it's not that it's boosting testosterone; it's that the things that it's doing are boosting testosterone.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I think it's like a cofactor. I think the word is because it like relaxes you.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that I'm on right now that I've started taking some of these quite recently, and I've really noticed a big difference. So one of the ones is electrolytes.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I was quite skeptical about, and my coach just went, right, try taking 2 of these before your session, and it promotes blood flow, promotes energy, promotes better sleep, promotes better water intake.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that you take before a session, and you do genuinely feel, you sort of feel sharper and you feel more ready.
So what's that? I think yeah, sodium, potassium, and
sodium, potassium, zinc, magnesium.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I think there is a lot of. I think there's too much fear around salt, to be honest.
Oh, definitely.
Like,
yeah.
People say, "Oh, low salt," but like.
No.
As long as, well, I haven't gone into it too deeply, but like, as long as you're eating like if you've got potassium as well. I mean, don't want to get too much into the science, but. You know, basically potassium displaces sodium.
Yeah.
Because it's more reactive. So as long as you're eating like a decent amount of potassium, you're not gonna like. And also, as long as you're like a healthy weight and stuff, and like you're not eating like a bunch of junk. Well, yeah. We can talk about you being obese in a minute, but yeah, sodium so it's drawing water into the bloodstream. So yeah, like you said, a better blood flow and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're like really unhealthy, then I wouldn't recommend eating loads of salt.
Yeah, it's not gonna be great, is it?
Salt's not like a demon. You do actually need salt to live.
No, definitely not.
Your heart needs it to pump. Your kidneys need it. But yeah,
you need to draw that water in, and that's sort of one of the primary functions.
Is it? Do you use the LMNT ones? Oh, okay. It's just this company I always see like sponsored on videos. Anyway, yeah. So
9 times out of 10, I've got my protein for supplements, honestly.
Protein, you still protein powder, yeah.
No, my protein, as in the website.
My protein, yeah. Oh right, yeah.
It's trusted. It's simple. It's easy.
Yeah. Have you got a code?
Do I have a code?
Yeah.
That'd be the dream.
Oh, you're gonna get one, mate. If we had one, I'd plug it. By the way, if anyone's listening, Dylan has a TikTok, right?
Yeah, I do.
What's the handle?
It's Dylan and 55.
Dylan and 55. I'll put that in the link for the.
Yeah, we'll go run that up. We're sitting about 2K at the minute. And
oh, nice. Anywhere else, or you just focus on TikTok right now?
Just TikTok at the minute, nothing else really.
All right, cool.
And then, so yeah, in terms of supplements, we're doing protein, creatine, technically that counts.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I'm a bit of a pre-demon. I probably need to have a bit of a deload soon off it.
I remember sitting in the back of science class one time, and you were like contemplating taking like 1 gram of caffeine. I think what's the most you've ever taken? I think didn't you do 600 grams? I mean milligrams. 600
grams would be like
you'd be dead.
So there was Yeti juice, and that was 500 milligrams. I think I had that in a caffeine tablet once. That's like 700 or something.
Caffeine tablet 200. Yeah, Jesus.
I did not sleep that night. That's sad to say. But yeah, I've tried to calm the caffeine down a bit, but I'm focused more on sort of stim now.
Be careful, mate.
Of course. So yeah, supplements, them 3, ashwagandha, electrolytes, and just a multivitamin.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So just covers everything. Get everything else from your diet. And
yeah. Okay. Talking about you being obese, I mentioned it a second ago. Like,
yeah.
Isn't it technically according to the BMI scale?
Oh, right. This is where it goes very interesting because I think the last time we talked, I think I was sitting about 95.
Okay, yeah.
I'm now 98 on the BMI scale.
And then 98 on the BMI scale?
98th percentile.
Jeez. Wait, for our age or just everyone?
For my age, height and weight.
Okay.
So that's just crazy.
That being said, you are not fat.
No,
you weren't when I saw you before.
I'm still lean. I'm sitting at about 12-13% right now.
He's just got absolutely like muscle for days. So
well, yes, muscle and quite. I've now got a bit of excess weight sitting around.
I guess there's also water as well from creatine.
Yeah, but you probably got about 2K, 1.5, bit of that. It's not huge.
But BMI is just like, it's not really.
BMI is one of them things.
It's just one of those tools, really.
Stupid, yeah. It is. I don't understand people that like.
I think it's all right for like if you're fat, but if you're like a bodybuilder, it's just like don't even bother.
Yeah, it's one of them things that I've never understood
Because it's always
why
about
people sort of stress about it.
it's only about the weight, like not body
Yeah.
composition.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't take anything like that into account. It's weird.
Yeah, definitely not the best. What do you call it? Measure. So how is your diet? Is it like pretty clean or?
I take quite a clean approach to my diet. I'm not the biggest fan of just like slamming protein powder. I'm quite up for getting my food from like Whole Foods.
I think that's good.
And so like I'm sort of looking. I think the bits where it does get a bit messy is this is a bit of a joke that me and my coach have, is that I now eat something called breakfast till failure.
Really?
And so basically what it is I will take a cereal of my choice and then have a bowl of that with the milk and then just have as many bowls as I can pretty much. Just over and over again, getting smaller and smaller and just sort of just cramming calories in.
Okay.
That can be anywhere from between about 900 and 1,200 in the morning.
That just sounds painful, mate.
It's not nice, let's be real. I think this is genuinely one of the bits that you don't realise about bodybuilding is the dieting. It's so difficult. Like there's just not enough hours in the day for me to consume what I need to consume.
Just eat more fat, right? Surely.
Well, but to the extent then I'm not drawing the other like macronutrients that I need.
Yeah, no, not like both, but like fat is what, like 9 calories a gram.
No,
So if you're just sitting there cramming like cereal down your throat.
No, but that's the thing. So if you look at how my sort of macronutrients are around at the minute, I'm going anywhere between about 150 to 170 grams of protein, and then I need to be in about 400 grams of carbs. So that's the difficult bit. So that's why something like cereal is really, really beneficial.
Oh, okay. That's the carbs for the tough workouts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So then the carbs, so I'll eat a lot in the morning. I'll eat pre-workout carbs, which are really, really important for me right now because that's what gives you the energy to push.
Yeah.
I'll have intra-workout carbs.
You mean in the middle of the workout?
Yeah, so during a workout, this is something that I can 100% recommend to anyone listening, is cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice, okay.
Sort of inspired by Eddie Hall. It's brilliant. It's easy carbs to consume. It's anti-inflammatory, and it's anti-lactic acid.
Right, okay.
So sometimes when you're training, you sort of feel like there's something in the bit in your throat. You feel like a little bit like on the edge.
I know what I mean,
It's going to calm that all down. It's going to make your stomach feel easy. So let's say you have just had a big meal pre-workout. You'll be fine if you sort of just...
All right, okay. I'm not a massive fan of fruit juices because I heard like all the sugar just goes like hits your liver straight away.
If you look at the sugar content, and it's not mental.
Really? Oh, because cranberries are actually fairly sour, right?
I think it's about 6-7 grams per 200 milliliters.
Okay.
Obviously, it's high, but yeah. I think that's the other thing as well that's not great about my diet. Is quite a lot of the calories I draw, especially in carbs, do come from quite simple sugars.
Okay.
Which probably isn't the greatest thing to take them from.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I do sort of 70-30 approach.
What do you mean by that?
70% of the calories that I get are clean.
Yeah.
30% are dirty.
Okay.
So I'll go through. So in terms of clean calories, I'll be eating cereals, lean meat, milk, things like that. And then dirty, I'll have like I think chocolate milk from like Sainsbury's. It's like 99p, about 600 calories in a thing. Brilliant.
Bulking on a budget.
Oh mate, it's great. Now that can be something I 100% recommend. If you're trying to bulk, get into Sainsbury's, get a litre of chocolate milk. You can buy a packet of pre-cooked chicken, about £1.70 or something. 60 grams of protein. It's great.
It's got to be Sainsbury's.
I don't know. I haven't really gone anywhere else. It's just quite convenient for me on my way to school.
Yeah. All right, nice. How many meals are you eating?
I'm on 4 at the minute.
4. Okay, so breakfast and then.
So it's breakfast, meal 1, which is eating about 11.
I love that. Bodybuilders are just like, oh, we don't have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have meal 1.
Yeah, but it's not because it's not sort of eating at the time. So meal 1's breakfast in the sense that it is the first meal of the day.
Yeah.
The meal 1 I'll eat about 11. Meal 2 I will eat about 2 in the afternoon, depending on when I'm training. So that meal 3 even tends to be like 90% carbs.
That's the pre-workout meal.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So that will be just, and then meal 2 I like to keep as sort of high protein, low carbs. So it's sort of them two balance each other out. And then meal 4 I will eat high protein, high carbs.
All right, cool.
And then I like to sort of, in terms of fat, I like to have the fats the last thing I eat in the day.
Fat. Okay.
So if I'm eating,
Is that for testosterone?
no, it's just literally because I feel like if I eat quite a high fatty meal, it sits in me
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me feel a bit sluggish and a little bit.
That's really interesting because I feel like if I woke up and the first thing I did was eat like breakfast till failure and I'm just like shoveling cereal, I think, to be honest, like carbs make me pretty like sluggish, to be honest, I'd say more. But I mean, everyone's different, you know, it's kind of interesting
Yeah,
how
no,
it
everyone's sort of
works.
slightly different responsive to it, but yeah, so I just always eat them. So I'll eat about, so yeah, in terms of timing, I'll eat sort of 7 in the morning, about 11, 2 or 3, depending on when I'm training, then about 7 or 8 at night.
Oh, nice. I
And
mean,
then,
I have heard this Andrew Huberman, he's like this doctor guy online, makes a
yeah,
bunch of videos. He says uh like yeah, fat before bed is like best for testosterone and also like a bit of cholesterol if you're eating like eggs and stuff. But
I haven't actually heard that, to be fair. But
because yeah, this is something that a lot of people don't know, but cholesterol is actually like the precursor for all your hormones, or like
yeah, no,
maybe not all of them, but like most of them. Definitely testosterone. Basically, cholesterol gets converted into them. So I think the whole
oh,
fear around cholesterol is also a bit. I'm
yeah,
not
I think
saying
it's
like just like shovel eggs, but like I feel like it's the same with salt. Like it's not like
yeah, it's
you
not
do
the
need
demon, is
some,
it, that people
yeah,
make it out to be?
because people always just it's just easier to just say, oh, don't eat this, don't eat this, but it's never normally that like clear cut, to be
Yeah,
honest.
no, it's never great, is it?
How's a
But I think
car?
that's the
Oh, go on.
thing. There's quite a lot of sort of myths around
Mm,
fitness industry, and some of them just they're so ridiculous. And
yeah,
I think the internet is just a platform that allows them to spread, and
yeah,
it's such a bad
definitely.
idea. I think the things about like, oh, you got to drink water and lemon in the morning. What's that about? That blows me away every time.
I do wake up and drink water like straight away. I feel like that's good for me, but I mean, I'm not saying everyone should do that, but
No, well,
lemon, what's
I like a
lemon?
bit of water in the morning, get your sort of system running. Why not?
Hmm.
But yeah, water and lemon for fat loss. I don't get it.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff I feel like is just to try and sell people like programs.
Oh, definitely.
So
And
yeah,
then
yeah. Joy,
lifting
like
stunts
secret,
growth.
like
That
I
still amazes me.
got this new like secret that's gonna help
Oh,
you lose
fat burner
weight.
pill.
Yeah,
It's just
just drink water with lemon and you suddenly burn way more calories. It's like,
I don't understand.
what a load of rubbish. Yeah, okay. How's the cardio going? Because I knew you used to do running.
Yeah, I'm still doing a little bit of cardio,
Okay,
but it's more sort of
better than
the
none.
cardio that I do in a day is low intensity and it's just to keep myself from becoming fat, basically. So the cardio that I do is I will walk in the morning into school and then I will walk back,
Mhm.
about half hour walking
Mhm.
both ways. So it's
So
about an hour overall. It's just a way to get my steps in, just keep my heart flowing, sort of.
that's solid, yeah. Because that is
Yeah,
a lot of like people are just like, oh yeah, whatever. We're bodybuilding now. Who needs cardio? And it's like it's still important, you know. Heart is pretty important muscle.
definitely, yeah. But that's the thing that you do notice that, because this is something that I did notice, is if you're stopping doing that cardio and trying to walk less or something, so you're doing a slightly high volume set, you can actually notice a little bit, like you're sort of starting to like
Oh
tense
right,
up a bit.
yeah, yeah. You don't have the aerobic capacity.
Exactly.
Yeah, got the fancy words coming in here. Right. Have you ever got injured like badly?
I did not badly. Let's not say badly, but I
Okay.
did get injured to a little extent here, and
Wow.
this is such a stupid injury that I got. It makes me laugh to this day.
Was it broke your
But
toe or something?
oh, I wish. I was doing RDLs. I was quite lucky timing because it was actually before I went on a 4 week holiday, so I did give myself full time to recover. But I was doing RDLs and I was using figure eight straps,
Mhm.
and I loaded it too heavy because I was trying to play the big man really,
Mhm.
and I really lost my grip on them because the eight's tied to your wrist like that.
Yeah.
The dumbbell slipped and it snagged my trap. So
Oh.
sort of my whole right trap, like all the way down there, snagged across, and it just
Wow.
like it sort of I couldn't really do pulling movements for
Or
quite a while
like
with it.
twinged. Didn't like completely like rip.
Oh no, it didn't rip. No fibres were torn or anything. I did get physioed, and then it was just a bit of a jar of my trap, and it's not the end of the world.
All right. Good. Good. But yeah, how long ago was that?
So that was right before I'd gone on holiday. So
This
that
year.
was in August. Yeah.
Okay. So
So probably like 2 or 3 months.
ego lifting still going strong.
Yeah, don't do not ego lift. That would be my advice to anyone out there. No ego lifting.
All right. Nice. Okay. Was that, wait, hang on, was that the holiday where you were like having a bit of a crisis, saying how like, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to get to a gym for like weeks,
Yes,
and I'm
that
going
was
to
that
lose all
holiday.
my gains?
Yeah.
How did that go? Was it, I mean, I guess you tore your,
Oh,
not
it
tore
was
your
a great
trap,
holiday, but yeah, I did come back feeling a little bit weak, a little bit skinny.
small.
Yeah, but what it was quite a good point in my time is it allowed me to not cut, but I did drop weight because I wasn't eating at the same sort of volume I need to be eating at.
Couldn't
So
get,
what was quite a beneficial thing for it is that I'd started I'd literally just about started bulking
yeah.
before I'd gone on the holiday, and then it allowed me to just basically get rid of any fat that was sitting in me, and so I sort of had a clean slate to
Oh,
bulk
nice.
off.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, you couldn't get hold of those Sainsbury's milks in, what was it, Italy, was it?
Yeah, it was Italy.
Yeah, alright, nice. Okay. So, what do you think about, so you're making like videos and stuff on TikTok or
I'm
whatever?
making videos.
Yeah, very nice to see. Because it is like massive. I don't get when people like kind of make fun of people for doing it. It's like you see Greg Doucette made like 1 million in ad revenue last year on YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's
I
like,
think
yeah, go on.
I think it's one of the things that if you're doing something, it's something good to get into.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. It doesn't take loads of time. Just do it on the side. Get into it a bit. Why not have a bit of a laugh?
Exactly. That's what I don't understand. Like, I guess I feel like when you're at school, people are a lot more like judgmental. I think it's better now as people grow up.
I think the thing that I've noticed is that when I've sort of stopped caring as much what people's views are, like, I'll
Same
call me
as me, bro.
narcissistic if you want.
Huh?
Like, realist. Call me narcissistic. Call me whatever you want. Like,
No, it's interesting, bro, because I think I've done like a couple things as well.
yeah.
A bit before you, I guess, but it is really interesting. You see who's actually like, because I did have some people who are like, oh, I respect what you're doing. Like, I can see you're trying to like help people and stuff, and that's nice. And then you also have the other people who are just like, just trying to like make fun of you for like a quick laugh or whatever. And it's just like,
Yeah.
it is interesting to see how people react. But
It's different people's reactions, isn't it? It sort of tells you quite a lot about their character.
But I think it's good. If I ever see anyone like they're trying something, they're going out there, I really respect it, because
Yeah, definitely.
especially with like stuff like this, I don't get, because I guess it's not really rational when people make fun of you anyway. But like there's people out there who like make like influencers like make loads of money off of this stuff. They like
you can make a living out of
they
it.
like what they're doing, and they can literally like they like travel around. They go to Dubai. They go to like Thailand, doing whatever they want. And then you're trying to do that, and people making fun of you. It's like, what? That's
crazy, isn't it?
You can keep your office job, mate.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing as well. That say you do get really good at it, you get to the point where you get sponsorships, you get deals.
Yeah.
Like then you can do that for a living. You can, and then everyone will be sort of like, oh, you're famous now. Can I have a bit of this? And it's just sort of.
I have a list. I have a list of people who support me from the beginning.
Do you?
Yeah,
Look
I
at
do.
that.
We'll see if that comes out in a few years.
Yeah.
Because I do remember some of the stuff people have said. It's just like, yeah, no chance, mate, you fake. It's good though. No, it is good. So you want to keep that going? You want to get like
It's something that I see genuine potential for. Like if you look at the sort of where we are in the world right now, the people making the money are doing a lot of it online.
Oh yeah, it's changing the game, man.
Yeah.
Like
it's where the money is basically.
Definitely. It's like I think that's why it's great, like, to get into this stuff. So you want to try and get like a sponsorship or whatever. My protein code, Dylan.
Yeah, it'd be. But my protein, like £300 a month for free supplements.
Oh, they give you free supplements?
Yeah, that's what you get as well. Not free supplements, but you get £300 a month to spend on the website.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
that's like probably all your supplements covered, right?
Exactly. I don't even spend £300 a month.
Yeah,
I spend bag of protein, bag of creatine every other month, some vitamins.
Alright, cool. Yeah, no, bro, I do respect it a lot, because I know it's not easy. Like, you have people like making fun of you, and maybe also if you like your parents aren't like that behind it as well. It can be hard, but I think you keep going, man. Like, I think it'll be worth it.
No, it's definitely worth sticking out. Like,
and even if it goes like, even if it doesn't happen, like, you can look back on that. You'll be like, look, I had a good time doing that. We tried it, probably like learn a lot along the way.
It don't cost you anything, does it?
Exactly.
Like, say you slip up, realistically, you haven't lost anything. You just haven't gained. Like,
yeah, definitely. What was I going to say now? If you could only have, this is probably going to be quite hard. We can maybe 5. Okay, I was going to say top 3 exercises. If you can only do 3 exercises, well, we can go with 5 if you want.
Right, let's number one top spot. This is people that really know me. They will know this one. Squat is sitting at number one.
Yeah, I was thinking
My
squat.
absolute favourite movement ever. This is why it's breaking my heart because I've got 12 weeks without barbell squatting.
Really? Was that
Like,
by a coach?
yeah, like honestly, end
Okay.
of the world. I just tearing me up. But yeah,
Heartbroken.
I've been so happy with my squat recently. It's progressed through the roof.
Oh, what are you at now?
3.5 plates,
What's that?
160.
kg.
Mm,
Very nice. I did.
really, really good.
I think I'm on like 90 kg now. I only started probably going gym like probably like a month ago, month and a half
Get
ago.
into it though. Keep at it. You'll go.
No,
It's
I
really
like it,
easy
bro.
to
It's
progress.
good. I mean, I don't know if anyone watching this, but a lot of like what I did at the start was like calisthenics, like push-ups and like
Yeah.
pull-ups and that. And it's good. I like that. There's like benefits to both, but it's nice, man, to go to a gym and you've got all these different
Definitely it
machines
is.
and stuff. It's
But that's the thing. You're in an environment with people that want to grow as well. So you
Mm.
sort of surround yourself like-minded people.
That's true, actually. Yeah, like a lot of people who are, I think some of the nicest people are in gyms.
Oh, definitely. You meet great people.
Like, because people like, I feel like if you first join the gym, people are like, oh, they're the big and scary guys, but like, they remember they were like that at some point,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
like they'll be happy to like help you out most of the time. Yeah, because they're trying to improve themselves. It's like if you go to like a drug den, then
Yeah.
those
Well,
guys.
everyone's there for the same thing, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
everyone's there to grow. Everyone's to better themselves.
There's like quite a famous thing, like you're the average of like the 5 people you're with or something. So like you kind of want to be with people who are like trying to grow and like
Definitely. You would like-minded people.
yeah.
That's what you want.
Because I joined this group. I don't know if you heard of him. This guy called Andrew Kirby. He's like got 600,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, okay, whatever. He made like a group for like content creators, and I joined that, and that's been really good, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
I can send you an invite to it if you want.
Yeah, no, send me that. I'd love to get into something like that.
There are some like they do like weekly calls and stuff, and there's guys in there making like 6 figures a month, like on online. I mean, I don't really like. I'm not going to pretend I speak to all of them and like they're my best friends, but like I was speaking to a guy the other day on here who went from like he works with like clients who are doing like 7 figures a year.
They're good people to know, aren't they? Like,
Well, yeah, but you can't find many people like them like on your doorstep, I don't think.
no, you got to know it's about who you know in life, really, isn't
And
it?
especially if you're building something, like they're very, very supportive in there. They'll be happy to share their knowledge and stuff because I think they respect like what other people are trying to do. Like we were talking about with people in the gym, like they know like you're trying to do better and like you're trying to help people. So
Exactly.
I think that's very cool.
Right, no, we'll go back to the exercises. I will have squat at number 1.
Okay, yeah.
I will take as my number 2. I will take a 15-degree dumbbell press.
15-degree. Okay.
It's something that again, don't knock it until you tried it. So it's the best fatigue to stimulus ratio out of any pressing movement you will get.
Like what, proved by science or according to you?
According to my coach. So
okay.
if you want to ask him the science behind it, like
He's probably knows what he's
he
doing.
can try to explain it to you. I don't really get it, but
Just
yeah,
do the press.
Because it's gonna bias the sort of top portion and middle portion of your chest. You're gonna hit both, hit well, and you'll be able to put a lot of mechanical tension through your chest. So that'd be my number 2. As a number 3, I would definitely have to pick an iliac lat high row.
I don't even think I know what that
JPG pull down.
Yeah, so D handle.
With D handle into your hips.
Okay.
So that is great. It's just really, really good back builder. And then, what would the other 3 be? 2 be?
We can stop there if you want.
No, I've got to come up with
He wants
number 2
to
now.
finish
I would
off.
have weighted pull-ups as one of them. I think
Okay.
what's more alpha than having like a 20 kg strapped to your ball sack and like pulling it up.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think that would be the one. And then at like last spot, it would be between incline curls and lateral raises. Both great movements, nastiest pumps.
Incline curls, is that the one where your arms hang back on a bench?
So it's basically biasing the short head, long head even, and so
Yeah.
you've got your elbow behind your body.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nah, calves just getting skipped, but whatever. Well, I guess top
Calves gets
5.
anyway.
Top 5 is
Okay.
okay. Yeah. That's a good ones. I think I'd probably say like squat, probably like dumbbell press of some description. I'm not sure if it'd be 15
I'll
degrees.
tell you, it's got to be a dumbbell press in there.
And I'll probably say barbell rows, to be honest.
I've never been a
I don't
fan.
know, but
Don't like the fixed
I
bar
feel
part
like
of it.
if you only have three, because you can do the whole bar. But yeah, I agree. I'm not a massive fan of fixed barbells. Do you barbell bench?
I do not barbell bench.
No, I mean either.
I
I hate
I
it.
attempted it a couple of
I
times
hate it.
recently just because I wanted to see where sort of my strength lied, and safe to say it wasn't really worth trying out.
I saw a video by Eugene Teo, and it was talking about how like your arms are like you're like pushing and you're internally kind of
Yeah.
rotating.
Well, think about it. So you're benching like that, then you're going to put really unnecessary strain on the rotator cuff.
Exactly, it just doesn't make any
Not worth it.
sense. Like that's why I much prefer dumbbells. It's so much more of a natural movement. Same with like honestly, I'm not a massive fan of deadlifts really. Like I think it's a good exercise, but the hand positioning, I don't know.
Right, with deadlifts, this is my very controversial view. It feels sick. Picking up huge weight off the floor, screaming when you get to the top, little belt flick at the end.
Yeah.
It feels great, but I'm not going to be a massive pussy here and say like, oh, the reward to risk ratio, because obviously
Well. I mean,
there's a risk with everything, so cry about it.
mhm.
But I just think the fatigue you're generating,
Yeah.
like gains you're generating, really you're not training any part of your back, are you?
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe like lower back, like
Yeah, but who really
erectors,
cares? Like,
but that's not really like aesthetic,
get
really.
a sick lat spread instead. I'd rather
I'd
go a
say,
bit
yeah,
above the lumps.
definitely. For bodybuilding, I don't think deadlifts are really that.
Well, if you're powerlifting, that's a completely different story then.
To be honest, I think they're still a good like all round body exercise, but I feel like
Yeah, to an
if you're
extent, I can
training
see.
like we're training, you don't really need them,
No, not
really,
at all.
because you're doing other stuff. Right.
Mm.
Well, I got another question. What do you think is like the most overlooked muscle? And this can be like this can be
Muscle.
by you or just like the whole fitness community, like the least like maybe trained or
Right,
or
I think a
overlooked.
massive muscle that's neglected is hamstrings.
Okay.
I think with a hamstring is some people they're sort of they'll do like the occasional hamstring curls, RDL, stiff leg deadlift or something. But I think genuinely if you really prime your hamstrings, train them well, it can really benefit your posing. Like any sort of side posing, side chest, side tricep,
Yeah.
anything leaning,
You got it like
that big
sticking
sort
out
of
the
juicy
back.
hamstring is going to be like, I think.
I think
So
that's a
in
good
terms
one.
of overlooked hamstring, I think that's really overlooked.
I feel like the easy answer is calves, but calves aren't really
Yeah,
that
but
like
who wants calves really? Like,
big calves do look cool, but that being said, like hamstrings help out in like other movements more, and they're like obviously bigger. And then I think rear delt is also one's quite a lot. Maybe not by like bodybuilders, but maybe by
no,
people who
but
just kind of go to the gym.
oh, definitely, yeah, no, because rear delts is something that once you sort of brung it up even, it looks really good. It gives you that 3D shape. It gives you that really good proportioning.
Yeah, like big rear delts are pretty hot. Like when it's sticking out, it's really weird because like my left one looks like good. The back of my right shoulder's always been a bit fricked. I think I didn't like do it properly. Like I think I was doing pull-ups like a
Weird.
bit like pulling on one side more at the beginning.
That's weird. That I don't know.
Been trying to fix that for ages, but we keep going. Yeah, what do you think about like muscle imbalances? Do you have any like major imbalances?
What my biggest imbalance is my lats.
Yeah, same.
My left lat is properly stronger than my right lat,
Yeah, same.
and so currently I'm doing a lot of unilateral work to outtrain that.
Okay, yeah, because I was go on.
To the extent that like I will perform my movement with my right lat first, and then I will match the reps on my left lat, not necessarily train to failure on my left, because. And so, sort of the thing you do when you get to bodybuilding is your proportion is so important. Like the symmetry is it's key.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I have also seen other people talking about just like, well, yeah, I mean, our bone structure is not going to be completely symmetrical. So they were almost saying like, don't really bother, just focus on your form, make sure you're pulling hard both sides. But like, they were like not really advocating one side or the other, and I'm not sure how I feel about it because
It's a dodgy one, isn't it?
because it takes way like well not maybe not way more time, but it takes more time to do like unilateral, and yeah, I'm not sure to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I guess if
I
you're
think
like,
the,
go on.
I think the thing with unilateral is I think you can get better contraction definitely. And I think it can also be argued that certain movements, if you just do it unilaterally all the time, there's just no point. I think if you're working your lats, I train my lats unilaterally every time regardless. But I think I've gone through sort of certain unilateral variations of things like preacher curls. I just much prefer double bar.
Curls? Jesus Christ, okay.
Preacher curls in front of the body.
Yeah. I never thought about, like, that's a bit of a weird one, not going to lie.
That's a bit of a weird one.
Well, like, of all the muscles, I wouldn't... Well, I guess. But I feel like stuff like triceps, people seem to train way more. You can actually lats, yeah. I guess biceps, yeah, fair enough, actually. But I don't think I've ever seen anyone preacher curl machine doing it with one arm.
Oh, you're missing out. I think you get a really good contraction. I think the problem is you just take so long.
Yeah, just can't be bothered. Well, especially like you got life to live as well, you know.
Yeah. I don't really, but
you got to be putting out that TikTok content, you know. It doesn't edit itself. Anyway, like, yeah, okay. What was I gonna say? Okay, so next May 2024. I mean, we can round it up here, honestly, to be honest. Unless there's anything else, yeah, you wanna talk about?
No, I've got nothing to contribute.
That's fine. No, thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So, anytime, mate.
Dylan and 55.
That's the one.
On TikTok. There'll be a link to that. This will go up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, like the whole lot, mate. But it'll probably be in like a week or so, or maybe like 2 weeks, because I've got some like recorded which I haven't like posted yet.
Mate, take your time, post it whenever.
I'll send it to you, alright, when it comes out.
You're the man.
But good luck with your show, mate, and keep
nice.
Going
nice
with
to talk to you, mate.
Yeah, good. See
you around.
Give me a call if you want, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
See ya. Bye.
Right, a bit.